there's a
I already did your parking pass before you even got here.
Got it.
Scott. So you're good to go.
You never put the spotlight on anymore, huh?
The brace fell off. But now that you mention it.
It did seem a little dark in here a second ago. Like I'm looking at myself in the and I can barely see like the outline of my. You can see like mine. I'll just hold it the whole time. I'll just be like this. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, see now there's a glare on the. Oh wait, now there's a glare on the WrestleMania poster.
Oh man, can't win them all. Goddamn.
That glare is from this. It's not from that. From the,
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so here, let me try this thing.
No, man, come on.
Well, what do you know?
I'll just push it. I'll push it this way, and my hand will be bit the whole time.
Yeah. All right. Are you ready?
Almost ready.
I think he's ready. You ready?
Whenever
What
you
did we
are.
say? 438?
Mhm.
Yeah. Live from the landing strip in Houston, Texas. It's the 438th edition of Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Abel.
This is Scott.
This is Chris.
No. Y'all got those backwards. That's Chris. That's Scott. How do y'all not know your own friggin' names?
More importantly, guns up.
Guns up.
I'll put it up.
Scissors out.
I
Got my little Bang Bang Scissor Gang shirt on. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. All right. If you're watching this live, thank you so much. Yes, we appreciate it.
Because I know where y'all live.
Some of them, yeah. You could log into your YouTube account and your Google account. That way you could chat along with us in the live chat. And just feel free to say hi, ask us questions, talk shit, fact check us, whatever.
Fat checkers.
Fact.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a fact, Jack. And we'll see it, and we'll try to involve you as best as we can in the show. If you're not watching us live, that's okay. You can still interact with us on Facebook, facebook.com/Houston Wrestling Radio. Or, just drop a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And hit that bell so you know when we go live so you can join us right on time. Speaking of the live chat, hey Randy.
Hey,
Hey.
Randy.
One knees.
Miss Randy says, "Look, a wild Scott appeared."
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I've been on it. I'm pretty consistent.
Yeah,
I'm the most consistent guest y'all have.
yeah, more consistent than Arnold, more consistent than Hector.
Join the club with the glasses too.
Yeah,
One of us now.
Yeah. Nerd.
I don't even need them.
Ah.
But it's my style. So.
Hipster chic over here. That's
Yes.
what it is. Yeah,
It helps with the glare.
it helps the
Glare.
glare.
These lights.
Oh,
And
that's
this
what
light
it is.
over here.
Yeah.
And the garage that's behind us.
Yeah.
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 A lot has happened since our last episode.
Yeah, it has. It's been a while.
Is there anything on the tip of your tongue you want to talk about first?
Do you want to just get this out of the way while it's still fresh in our minds?
Oh, go ahead then.
Robert, what's up, Robert?
Hello, Robert.
Oh,
Hey.
Portia, what's up, Portia?
Hey.
Hello, Porn.
Hey. All right. Chris,
Abel.
you sat me down on the couch right over there.
Mm-hmm.
Bend
over.
Yeah.
Oh.
You turned on the telly right over here.
Mm-hmm.
Did I miss this? Was this early today?
This was earlier, right before you showed up. I was like,
stupid traffic.
hey, we need to watch something. What did we watch? What did we watch, Chris?
New beginning in Osaka-san.
Osaka, Japan.
Mhm.
Zack Sabre Jr. versus the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. Sweet buttery nipples.
Oh,
That
yeah.
match was great.
That sounds
Scott,
awesome.
Scott, have you seen this
I
match?
have not seen
You have not seen this
No,
match.
I didn't even know this match existed.
You have to watch this match. It is, in my opinion, definitely match of the year contender worthy for the New Japan side of things.
Within about 10 minutes, I was like, yep, this beats Okada Danielson for sure.
Yeah.
So, no rubber, you just stuck it in. Let's just get it over with.
There was, that's already
Fought
up.
out.
That's enough for me.
I haven't seen it, but
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Well-
because I assume it's
That's how we got the first match. He
Well-
said the same thing.
Well, Hector was the one that recommended it. I don't think Arnold's seen it. So, if you need to say that we need a third to agree with us, well, Hector already agrees.
Yeah.
I'm sure Hector will jump in on the live chat a little bit later, but Robert, have you seen it? If you've seen it, do you agree? I'm pretty sure Portia and Randy have not seen it, but I don't know. Maybe Portia, maybe you did, and you surprised me. But
Arnold threw a thumbs up in there. I'm not sure.
oh,
if he
Arnold
saw
threw
it
a
or
thumbs
not.
up. Arnold, did you see this match? Yeah, if you did, great.
oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
bad.
So, if you want a clinic on mat-based scientific wrestling, that's what this is. And-
Science.
yeah. Now, when I say a clinic, it's not like a 101 clinic. This was like to get your fucking PhD clinic. Like it was.
Just a whole semester.
Yes, it was a master class in what you could do with technical wrestling, but still be aggressive and mix in strikes and slams and bumps and stuff like that. But the actual grappling and the chain working and the fact that there were Danielson was targeting a limb, targeting the leg. Oh God, it was just art. It was brilliant, and it was so good. Now, usually, spoiler alert for those of you that haven't seen it, usually if a match ends on a roll up, it takes it a little bit down for me. But in this particular match, the roll up did not bring it down for me. In fact, I think it enhanced it because of how quickly and how many times we saw roll up attempts being made that were countered. Back bridges that got countered into small packages and into sunset flips
that kept flipping.
Yeah, into victory bells and in and out and in and out and in and out. That was like, wow. When it finally finished, it was surprising but not disappointing. Like, oh shit, that was too quick. It was like, oh God, that's how he got it.
It's not like Arnold when he sees a draw in AW.
Yeah, it's not like that. That is currently my only drawback to the match. That's not even that much of a drawback, to be honest. I don't really have something to complain about. But fuck, that's my piece. Chris, do you have piece to say about this?
Nothing that you haven't already said. I mean, we have a lot of matches where you can describe the story, or there are a lot of matches where you can describe spots. This is one of the few matches where spending the next 10 minutes trying to dissect a thing won't do it justice. You have to see it for yourself. I think I haven't felt this way about a match as far as hard to describe since it's funny that I bring this up. Ricochet against Ospreay in the G1 Supers, where they did the stereo flips and all that acrobatic stuff, and really put a highlight on, oh, they did all this, but they also did this, and they also did this, and they also did this. But I can't tell you. You have to see it because it's hard to explain. It's hard to articulate and paint the picture that will do it justice, as opposed to you just watch it and then you'd be like, oh, all that nothing you said, I get it.
Now, when you reference that match went viral kind of in a negative sense, where a lot of people like Cornette and saying, oh, look at this choreographed bullshit. Yeah. Look at the flippy dippies and the ballerina act that, it's very athletic, but it gives away the business. I think you're right in the sense that you were left in so much awe after it, just like with that match there with Ricochet. I think the difference with this match is I don't think anybody is going to go behind this and, corny come out and say, oh, this is giving away the business. Because while it had that same amount of holy shitness to it, it was still so scientifically grounded in mat wrestling. So I don't think anybody could say, oh, no, you're giving away the business with those moves, right? So in that sense, I agree, but I also think it surpassed that match. Arnold says, no, I'm just in a good mood tonight. That's why he gave the thumbs up. Robert does agree. Robert gave the thumbs up on that one. Arnold also says, Penny, who's his daughter, said, why does the guy in the middle look just like you? Is he your twin? At work, Arnold and I get this all the time. We literally, we have drivers that come in and say, oh yeah, I was talking to your brother right there. And I go, oh God.
You just got to lead into it now.
Yeah, I know. And Arnold also said, don't you dare say draw tonight.
I'll draw it.
Yeah. All right.
Since we're on the subject.
Yes.
There are plenty of matches in the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
That deserves some attention for match of the week. You and I saw Dragunov versus Trick Williams at NXT Vengeance Day.
That's how long ago?
Yeah.
Y'all recorded?
Yeah.
Is it? I watched that match too.
What'd you think?
I
liked it.
We didn't talk about this?
We did it?
No?
We previewed it.
Oh, that was our last match, previewing Vengeance Day, right?
Yeah, we reviewed the Rumble
match.
And we previewed Vengeance Day. Yeah. Dragunov and Williams. Match itself was really good. The story was really good just between the two of them. And then afterwards with Carmelo turning on Trick.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any parallels or bones to pick as opposed to how Melo turned on Williams and we all saw it coming, and Cole turning on MJF that we thought we all saw coming? Do you think either one was done better than the other, or just different?
Go
ahead, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, NXT probably did a better job of that just because they were more. It seemed like this was the plan going from day one. Like Carmelo's going to turn on Trick. There's all this stuff's going to lead up to it. Where the Adam Cole stuff would have been, it was supposed to be shorter, right? But then he got hurt, so now it's just a prolonged. And it's like it could be this guy, it could be this guy. I mean, we all knew it was going to be Carmelo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's anybody here that's like, even in our group chat, Travis was like, why is everyone so shocked that it's Melo?
Yeah.
It's so like he's like, I don't watch this show, but I watched this pay-per-view or the PLE or whatever, but like it was so obvious that it was going to be Melo.
Yeah. As somebody that wasn't all caught up on NXT programming, I don't want to say that I wasn't surprised, but I also wasn't not surprised. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And it was the obvious one. But if anything, I thought that for me, the better angle out of it that I gravitated more towards was great. Now Dragunov can be vindicated and proven right. Like I told you, it wasn't me. Why do you always gotta blame the foreign guy?
Yeah.
You know. So I was kind of happy for him. That I was like, yeah, it wasn't
He's
me.
actually good, even though he's got red
Yeah.
eyes. He's a good
He's
guy.
like a good guy. Yeah. So I
He'll
was,
kick your head in, but
I mean,
with a
you know,
smile, you know.
Yeah, like yeah. So
And then the week after, when Dragunov tried to call out Carmelo, and then Carmelo came from behind, did the same thing to him and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Chop blocked him and everything.
Yeah, he hasn't been on TV either, like in person after that.
Yeah. Next week,
Mhm.
they'll have a face-to-face. The NXT special roadblock on in 2 weeks, I think. We're
Yeah.
gonna get another.
It's a
We're gonna
Tuesday.
get part 4, Dragunov and Melo.
oh, all right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Trick hasn't shown up yet, so he's
I'm assuming wrestling knowledge, wrestling habit that we've been watching it for so long. Carmelo's gonna do some shady shit. Trick's gonna be the one to save Ilya, and that builds Trick versus Melo for Mania weekend
yeah.
in Philly, which makes perfect sense. I mean,
Yeah.
that's probably one of the best stories right now is the out of nowhere rise of Williams and
Rise of Williams.
and the like reverting of Carmelo being back to a heel, which babyface, it's cool, you know, because he was a heel that earned the right to be a babyface because people just liked him.
Yeah.
But now him being the asshole, taking out the guy that everyone's like crushing over and just making him the
Ooh.
shit heel again.
I don't know if you saw the NXT episode after the pay-per-view or the Vengeance Day, but Carmelo opens the show. He comes and he sits and he
I
gets
saw
a
this.
chair,
Yeah.
and then the crowd
Yeah.
start booing.
And he was like,
And
never
cussing.
mind.
The producers had to tell, like, during the commercial, they had to tell people to stop cursing, or they'd have to be pulled off the air. That because they were like yelling "fuck you,"
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And then he was just like, "No, not yet. It's not
And then
time
walked
yet."
away.
And I was like, "Man, I love that."
Yeah,
I
that
wish
was
he'd.
It wouldn't have been. Hearing that after the fact,
Yeah.
it wouldn't surprise me if a producer behind the camera said, "Kill it. We're not doing this right
Yeah,
now." You know, because
but I would have liked
all
him
that-
just because then he shows up towards the end of the
And does-
towards the end
tries
of the
to
episode, and he
promo
does
him.
it again, and I'm like, man, I would have just the
all
week-
night. Yeah.
I would have came out, yeah. I would have came back, do something backstage and be like, nah, I'm still maybe next week and just let it draw out because, you know, the one thing that you always, you know, we're saying how it's like, we really hope Williams doesn't show up like the next night after getting
Sell it.
Yeah.
10 chair shots to the leg kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
And then his music hit and we were like, fuck.
Arnold says heel Mellow is way better than face Mellow.
Yeah.
He also says group chat. Yeah, this is a group chat that I think is with you two and Travis. It's not our group chat. I'm not even in that one. They can have other friends.
Our group chat.
You and Arnold talk 5 days a week without the rest of us. So it's
I know, right?
It's all right.
Yeah.
We come together.
Yeah.
In an attempt to further deepen ourselves in the TNA lore.
Hi.
I'm so deep in the DNA right now.
Hey! Wait, are we talking about
Which
Impact?
end do you prefer, the T or the A?
Hi.
I'm an A guy myself.
I'm-
But I do like me some T's. Double T's.
I'm backwards. I'm a T guy, but I'm coming around on the A's.
There you go.
Match number 1. I don't think we've seen the
I'm
second one.
hardcore. Give me both.
I don't think we've
What?
seen the second one. Was it tonight?
Well,
ABC versus Grizzly Young Veterans.
Mhm.
First match that main evented an episode of Impact a few weeks ago.
Okay.
That shit was fucking good.
Yeah.
And that was just the only drawback, and this is stupid as a wrestling fan, as a complaint to have. It felt like the first match was the third match because they gave us so much.
yeah.
And we're
It
like,
was-
fuck,
it was-
this is the first match? How you going to top this?
Yeah.
To the point where I'm thinking the next matches have to be like stipulations or something because that first match, fuck, dude. It was really good.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It's just like after your match, I was kind of like I was exhausted from watching it and being like, they're gonna wrestle in like 2 weeks for like the second match. Like, what else?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Is this the best that you've seen Grizzled Young Vets?
The best, no, it's just I saw enough NXT to know that the schism stuff didn't work for me, and seeing the Grizzled Young Veterans be kind of like desensitized and zombie-ish, like the character changing the names and not doing. They were doing their style. They changed their style a little bit, but it wasn't what I was used to. I didn't see enough of them doing the British strong style
You
for me to
get
get
them on,
tired of it.
they were one of my highlights for NXT UK.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're a good tag team,
Mhm.
solid. They
Well,
work well.
Well, here's why I asked. That was kind of a loaded question. I never was sold on Grizzled Young Vets when they were in NXT.
That's fair.
I don't know. There was just something about them that I just couldn't like.
Because when they first got in there, they were kind of resembling what they were on the UK and then I guess like the independents over there. But But then WWE just.
I don't know.
The grizzled young veteran.
But you know, sometimes when you go to a different company, you know that they handle you a little bit different, and you know you come out better on the other end. And as much as you guys were gushing over this match, I was like, oh well, maybe I need to check it out and see if this match can turn me around on the Grizzled Young Vets, because I know I love ABC.
Yeah.
All right.
Austin looks a little weird now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's the hair or puberty kind of hit late or something. We were into Impact while some other people kind of faded out a little bit. So we knew the rivalry between Austin, Ace Austin, and fucking Trey Miguel over Trey Miguel's hot mom and shit.
Right, yeah.
And him being the X Division champ, and
that was such a weird storyline.
But it worked.
Well.
Because her mom's so hot.
Yeah.
So he just looks a little different for me. I don't know. But him and Chris Bay, they make a good team. They make a damn good team.
Robert says, I became a big fan of Grizzled Young Veterans while watching NXT UK.
Mm-hmm.
Their matches against Mustache Mountain were outstanding.
Yeah.
Yep. I'd have to agree.
I don't know if you were the flag waver, or I'm probably guessing it was Arnold. But I have been trimming down a little bit of my AEW diet until y'all said, dude, Hechicero.
Oh, yeah.
Danielson versus Hechicero.
Bro.
Go. I'm going to get another one.
Bro, yeah, Danielson versus Hechicero was really good. That is a match of the week candidate for me.
I know what that is.
I didn't either. I don't think any of us really knew what the hell a Hechicero was.
Nobody's watching AAA or CMLL right now enough to know who most of these people are. They're just
undercard AAA people, right?
Every match on Dynamite's basically an elevator pitch. This is what we can do. Do you like us? See. Okay.
See? Okay. Yeah. So I never knew anything about him. Fuck. He was so. Do you remember the main bad character on Nacho Libre, Ramses? You know how you have a lot of luchadors, especially nowadays, where they're all just like skinny high flyers and flippy dippies. But then you have guys like Ramses, who's like big, swole, you know, but like not steroid swole, like, you know, Mexican swole, you know.
Imagine Vern Gagne doing half the shit we saw in the fucking indies.
Yeah, and so you have that kind of a build on a dude, and he's doing this amazing technical lucha libre style, but not like the flippy dippy
like Del Rio, like looking like Del Rio with a mask.
Well, yeah, but thicker and a little squattier, right? Again, more like Ramses. Right?
The one thing I noticed the most that made me like this Hechicero match, and this, I don't want this to sound negative, even though I'm going to say it, it's going to kind of sound like it. One of the biggest reasons I can't get into Lucha Libre anymore is because it's too choreographed. It's too spotty. There's too many moments of 8 or 9 guys standing for 15 seconds waiting for someone to catch.
Yeah.
There was not those lulls with Hechicero's movements. And Danielson did a good job of tightening up those moments so it didn't feel like you were watching a Mexican wrestling match in Mexico where there's just spot, wait, spot, wait. It flowed very well between them. The match was over. I was like, dude, I would have taken 5 or 10 more minutes of that, and I would have been fucking satisfied even more. Yeah. So Hechicero won me over.
Oh yeah,
in that match.
The technical ability was just amazing. Like him and Danielson, they did a lot of mat wrestling. Now, what?
I bragged about this in the pay-per-view in Wrestle Dream, and Arnold kind of like gave me side eye. Arnold in the chat said Nigel on commentary made Danielson and Hechicero even better.
That's fair.
You were missing that in the beginning. Nigel on commentary.
Yeah. Well, you know that they say
he has this hidden blood thing against Danielson.
Good commentators really, you know, enhance the match. But yes, good commentators really enhance the match. Yeah.
Is he showing up again?
That was his second match because his
Apparently
first
he
match
fought
was
on
in a 3-way.
Rampage. Yeah,
Yeah.
Rampage.
Well, not a 3-way, a trios match. That was
Yeah.
his first match. And then this second one, god damn, that was good.
And now it's the AAA guys.
No,
against
CMLL.
CMLL against Blackpool.
Yeah.
So they're having a huge 8-man tag in
Yeah.
in Monterey in a
Yeah.
couple weeks.
Arnold also says, in the 90s, Fuerza Guerrera had that same vibe in AAA. So, all right. The local guys could learn a thing or two about the commentary. That's what he's talking about. So, yeah, I know you were paying attention. Let me go back a little bit because there was something in here that was kind of interesting that I don't know what this is. Robert, what the fuck are you talking about? Maybe you two know what he's talking about. Robert asked, Purple Dynamo Kids, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Oh, I'll do thumbs up. Yeah, I bought
The
it.
kids,
What
jerseys.
Jersey. Yeah, I bought it.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the Houston Dynamo?
Yeah,
That's what he's talking about?
Season openers.
Oh!
Season openers this Saturday.
I was like,
yeah, I'm thumbs
I was
up.
like, is that a tag team from CMLL? Who's Purple Dynamo?
It's K-pop.
That sounds cool. That's a cool thing.
Yeah, that's a cool name. Yeah. El Purple Dynamo. Dale.
Yeah, I'm down. I bought it already.
You did? You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in.
All right.
I'm a few steps behind, but I'll probably pick one up before summer kicks in.
Gotcha.
So we try to avoid it. Well,
Mm.
for Arnold's sake, can't avoid it no more.
Mm-hmm.
Draw be damned, that might be one of the better AEW matches I've seen in a while. Swerve versus Hangman. Opening up Dynamite a few weeks ago for number one contendership against Samoa Joey.
I think I would have to agree. While I'm a little bit more open to draws than Arnold would be, like Arnold is kind of the opinion that if a draw happens, automatically it's a terrible match, right? I think I'm a little bit more open to it. However,
Purple Dynamo Kids is the new tag team name for Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
However, in this particular match, I think I would agree with Arnold. I was so let down. So much wind got knocked out of my sails when it wound up being a draw.
Did you know it was coming? Could you
No.
tell?
No. Well, a little bit. When we started getting closer, even fucking Portia, she telegraphed it. She's like, oh, this is going to go to a draw. And they're like, oh, 5 minutes left in the match. And she's like, oh, this is going to be a draw. And I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, it's a draw.
Devil's advocate.
Yes, please.
Would you be happy if Hangman beat Swerve, giving Swerve another loss, cutting down his momentum, and having Hangman versus Samoa Joe one-on-one?
No.
You would not have been mad.
No, I would be mad.
You
No,
would be
that's
mad.
not the right thing.
Okay.
Give it a Swerve. Let Swerve get that definitive victory. And you know what? Fuck it. I want to see Swerve versus Joe.
So, heel versus heel, the guy that
Yes.
breaks into people's
Yes.
houses and cuts
Yes.
promos on babies
Yes.
against
Yes.
the guy that will eat a baby.
Yes. Why? He is not a fucking heel anymore.
Says
Says me. Says the rest of the audience. Says everybody in the arenas. Swerve is over, guys.
So explain the match last night. Who are we supposed to cheer for? The team with young Magnum TA and Samoa Joe and Hook and RVD Highboy, or Brian Cage and Swerve Strickland and Samoa Joe?
I tell you who's the heel.
Brian Cage.
Brian Cage?
Well, no, he's the X-Pac heat. No, the heel is Hangman. The way Hangman was fucking laying into RVD while RVD was trying to be like stoner cool friendly. Like, that dude's a fucking asshole. Hangman with the mustache, he's a dick. Fuck that guy. You know what? Give me Swerve. I want more Swerve, especially now that it's Black History Month.
I'll tell you. I'll take one further. Even if he didn't have a mustache, fuck that guy. Mustache, no mustache. Whiskey, no whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Friends, no friends.
Unfortunately, I can understand the booking point of view where you don't want to hinder either of their momentums right now.
Hangman looks like he turns off his body cam before a traffic stop. Good one, Arnie.
And then takes a knee during Black Lives Protest.
Wow.
I have black friends.
During Black History Month.
I have one Cuban friend. That's close enough.
That's close enough.
Would it satisfy you if we end Revolution with Hangman as world champion and Matt and Nicholas as tag champs, and we're just heel elite?
I don't know if I can handle both. I could probably handle one or the other, but to be honest, for my money, I get it. Their heels are supposed to make you not like them. For my money, Hangman's starting to get into that annoying heat kind of area where I just don't want to see him. And you know what? The Bucks, as much as I love their in-ring work and I've defended them against disciples of corny, this iteration of them where they're trying to use their EVP status and abuse it and just being dicks for the sake of being dicks, I think they're laying it on too thick and it's turning me off. So if both of them were champs, I'd be like, I don't know if I could do it, man.
We
Oh God.
caught Speedball versus Wentz on another episode of Impact.
All right. How was that?
We just go back in time a couple weeks.
Probably the best shape Wentz has ever been in. He was rocking like love handles that came from fucking Bolillo Bakery when he was working at NXT.
Yeah.
And in Impact, he's looking in great shape.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Patrick Wentz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just slimmed down and tightened up.
Yeah, that was anytime you get a chance to see Speedball do Speedball things,
Yeah.
especially with a guy that like Wentz that can keep up with it and add his own little flair. That was fun. I liked it.
I mean, I
His
haven't seen
brain's lost.
I haven't seen a bad match with Speedball. Like, there's always something.
That's true.
And there's always something you're always like, "Whoa, I've never seen
Yeah.
that before." And
Yeah.
like, how can you do it with like the amount of wrestling we've all seen? Like,
I really like how Speedball is innovative yet also kind of a throwback,
yeah,
right? I kind of
Mhm.
like how he's a mixture of that, you know,
I think he just needs to work on his like persona, like have like
a little bit.
'cause you can't really cut promos like just
So
a guy that can do things, like
is his personality in the ring enough to compensate for the lack of actual personality on a microphone or visceral, like emotional personality? Because you mentioned it. Name me the memorable Speedball promo that got you into his character.
yeah. I can only think of one promo to be honest, and it was like the beginning of TNA, like whenever TNA came back.
Yeah.
He's the guy when in The Simpsons when they're all fighting in the yard.
Oh, he's about to do something
Yeah.
cool. Come on.
And he's just standing there in the background.
You
and
close
then
the door.
and
Hi-ya! Oh.
yeah. You remember that? You haven't seen this?
Arnold's
that's-
laughing.
yeah.
I know we got
That's
Arnold.
vaguely
Oh,
familiar.
he's gonna do something.
When Marge does the pretzel company,
No,
separate
yeah.
from the Friends.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
So yeah, Marge had the mob, and the Friends had the
If he
freaking
had
Yakuza.
like a cool mouthpiece, and he could just stand there and do
Mm-hmm.
fucking like when he becomes heel, which I'm sure he will at some point, just be there.
Have him a member of the Yakuza. Have him rip off Loki, where he comes out just like the Hitman with the suit and the tie and all that,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah,
just like
I mean,
just stoic, like he doesn't do anything. He just no emotion, and then as soon as the bell rings, and like you die 5 times before you hit the ground.
Yeah.
That's heel Speedball.
just put a hit on like, hey man, here's a contract. I want
Yeah.
him taken out, and then he just
yeah.
Hi, itadakimasu.
He's from Canada, but it's that's not how they speak in Canada.
There's plenty of Asians from Canada.
Speaking of Canada, no, I don't know.
Damn it. Speaking of Canadian Cowboys, Jensen and Briggs, former tag team in NXT, they had a match against each other on the last episode that we caught. That shit was really good. That had
They're
Arnold.
entertaining, yeah.
Arnold in the chat was like, that match had no right to be as good as it was, and I was like, I
That
got
was
it.
the best match of the night.
In NXT, yeah.
Yeah.
Taped episode, they had those promo heavy, bruh. There was not a bad promo on NXT. They had the barbershop with Carmelo, him by himself, going back into memories and like, yeah, you wanted
explaining why he did.
yeah, I could have let you be number 2, but nah, you wanted to be number 1. And I'm him. I'm the number 1. And Dragunov accepting the challenge. There's only one flaw. I hope Arnold gets a kick out of this because I told this to Scott. We just started bawling laughing. Roxanne Perez cut a promo saying
she's mad.
The world,
She's becoming a heel.
she's
not-
taking
Okay.
Cora Jade's spot because Cora Jade's injured. She's gone.
Okay.
And so
Forever?
ever.
Forever?
And so
So she gets hurt.
Roxy's like, Valkyria, I hope you're watching my match tonight because I'm definitely going to be watching yours. And so the main event was Valkyria against Shotzi, and they showed the injury where Shotzi got hurt, and they wound up doing an open challenge. And Lash Legend, MVP of the night.
Yeah. Yeah.
She came in and did the match. And then Roxy, they had shown a backstage video. Roxy's wearing a towel, no makeup. She looked gorgeous.
Yeah, that was
makeup.
the best.
She came out of the shower and she's in the backstage locker room looking at the TV, and she's like, "What did I miss? Oh, open challenge. Bye." And she like pushes the TV down. Like, don't know. You said you was gonna watch.
Yeah.
Get what's open, nigga. What the fuck?
She comes out and like Gigi's in the background, just like, "Oh yeah, Shotzi got hurt. They did an open challenge." She's like, "What?" And she slams the TV off, and then she storms off. But she never comes out.
Yeah.
Like the match ends.
But she was still in a towel. You have to speak up. She's in the towel.
Yes.
There's my Simpsons reference of the night.
But yeah,
that was fucking hilarious.
I thought you were going with the Montreal.
The French Canadian Frankenstein.
Yeah.
We can't all be the French Canadian
I
Frankenstein.
thought you were going with that. But...
Oh man, that's our matches that we thought. I thought at least.
Well, no, there was another one. There was another match that had no business being as good as it was. KO versus Dom.
That's right, SmackDown.
KO versus Dom had no business being as good
qualifying
as it
for
was.
the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah. Like when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, there's no way Dom's winning this. Of course, KO's winning." And then the match turned out to be a pretty good damn match. Yeah. That's it.
I don't know who's in the chamber.
Well,
I'm sure we're getting to that.
We're gonna get to that.
Yeah. That's tonight. Yeah. Okay.
That's tonight.
So speaking of
Live.
WWE,
Right now.
tonight
on TBS.
TNT. The Rock. That's the one thing that we haven't gotten to talk about since the last time we recorded. Cody forfeiting his title shot against The Rock. The crowd
we didn't talk about this at
the
all.
crowd turning it into "We want Cody."
The
And
Cody
now
Crybabies.
Cody Crybabies. Vegas kickoff, and now The Rock joining the Bloodline.
Yeah, we didn't talk about this at all yet.
Go.
Son of a bitch. I don't think that my initial knee-jerk reaction is, fuck, this should be Cody, and I'm upset and I want to be a Cody Crybaby. That wasn't my initial reaction. I think my initial reaction was, this is going to be fun to watch the world burn and see all the marks fucking melt down when this happens.
Yes.
Like I telegraphed that all this shit is gonna go away. But I think I had said in our group chat that I don't think I mind seeing Rock versus Roman.
Me neither.
You know, that would have been a match that I would have liked to see. Hell, it was a match that I thought should have happened
Last year. Hollywood.
No,
WrestleMania Hollywood.
Even before that, whenever they were at a Rumble and The Rock did this.
Oh yeah, in Philly,
What?
in Philly.
Yeah.
Philly. Oh man.
Yeah, like I was like, oh no, you need to book them two now.
Yeah,
Right?
tomorrow started.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got 9 weeks.
Yeah. And you know what? I've always been a fan of The Rock. I can't say anything about him that where I was like, God, I fucking hate The Rock. Right? I've never been like that. Even during Die Rocky Die, whenever he first came out, first came out as Rocky Maivia, I was indifferent. But then he started growing on me, and the Die Rocky Die I kind of liked. And I know that his big knock back in the day was, well, he's not a great wrestler. He's just charisma. But goddamn, I loved his charisma enough that I was able to look past his, not greatness in the ring, right? So I've always been a fan of his. So when he was like, when there's a story that fucking writes itself with The Rock that makes sense to go against the guy that I don't think should be champ anymore, can anybody beat him? I believe that The Rock could beat Roman more than I believe Cody could beat Roman at WrestleMania. And I would be okay with The Rock being, and I'm going to say it, a transitional champ. Right? If The Rock beat Roman because nobody else could fucking beat Roman, cool. But you know who could beat The Rock? Probably anyone that's on the main event of Raw or SmackDown. So it's like,
who would you have
cool.
to lose to?
Probably Cody. Cody couldn't get it done, but now it's Rock. Well, he still took out the bloodline. And if that was the excuse Cody was gonna have, the excuse was, I want you to lose everything. I don't want to just take your title. I want to do more fucking psychological damage to you and like do this and that. I'm going to break up your family. I'm going to take the secret weapon and throw it at you. And then when that happens, I'm going to come back and beat him. And now I have the title and you don't have the bloodline and you're pissed off at your more famous, more richer cousin. Like, fuck, that was brilliant and diabolical. I was okay with it. But again, I wanted to see the world burn, and I'm the only other reason why I would be like, nah, it really should be Cody. Aside from all of my fantasy booking that I just talked about and how I think it should go, the only thing that would stick in my craw, Cody did win the fucking Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
Cody should have the right.
It.
Yeah, he should have the right to pick whoever it is. And okay, so if he's not going to go against Roman, he could go against Seth. And you know what? That means he has to pick Seth. If that ended the way the press conference was, where you had Roman and Seth on one side, and Cody's like, no, I'm going to let The Rock go for you. And then comes over here with Seth. I think that would have been a lot better than what we saw on that SmackDown, which was Cody just walk away and that's it. And then we're left to guess, well, is he going to go up against Seth? Because remember, the week before, Seth Rollins fucking sold me on Seth versus Cody. God damn, that promo that he cut, like, no, this is the real title you want to get. Why? Because we're workhorses. Fuck that one guy over there, Roman. No. This is the belt that matters for guys like me and you.
And then the week after, when Drew's like, you don't want to fight Roman, his family's going to get involved. You're not going to beat him anyway.
Arnold says we all got worked. Did we get worked?
I didn't. Yeah, I knew Cody has to finish the story.
Oh, fuck, we still hear that catchphrase.
Yeah, until you know what? You know how long I'm gonna hear it? Until he finishes the story.
Mm-hmm.
I have The Rock playing the role of Mike Tyson.
So do I. The subtle hints that have already been picked
Yes.
out online about Rock talking to Roman when he was telling that you're going to lose at WrestleMania, and then The Rock doing this.
Because there can only be one head of the bloodline.
And
Thumbs up.
it won't and it
Bullet
won't
Club. He just has,
Yeah.
and it won't be the first time in The Rock's career where he refuses to play second to someone else in a group. That's
Even
how-
if it's blood.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So-
Because this, you got Rollins is going to help. But it's still unbalanced because you still have that's four in the bloodline, right? Roman, what is his name? Jimmy or Jay? Jimmy, Solo, and Heyman and The Rock.
Yeah.
So 5 on 2.
Heyman doesn't count. He's a paperweight.
I mean, he can slide the belt. He can slide the belt in. He can grab
Big
a leg.
fucking paperweight.
Yeah.
He can grab the leg. It's still unbalanced. So just
and he could bring in more family. He could bring in Nia Jax. He can bring in Ava,
Zilla.
Oh,
Jacob.
Speaking of the family tree,
Yeah.
I saw Jacob Fatu's name on that tree.
Yeah. Yeah.
one day.
Could be coming.
Was Joe's name on that tree?
Joe's not part of
They're
that
just
family.
scratched off in the bottom.
Yeah, the plot thickens definitely.
Mhm.
I understand Cody's frustration because for a second after that, after hearing the clips of The Rock on Pat McAfee's show, I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you do with the Nuggets? I'm still trying to figure that one out.
You show him up your ass.
Turn him sideways.
Yeah.
Sideways.
Shine him up real nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Stick him up.
So when Rock dropped that trailer park trash line, I'm like, yeah, here we go. Heel Rock. Let's do it. And then in Utah with all the freaking like sister wives and shit.
This was the best thing to come out of all of it. This is the best thing. When old school throwback heel Rock came out, I don't care if I was worked or not. And you know what? I can believe that I was worked, and this was the plan all along, even if it wasn't, because how the fuck would you get a heel Rock? You couldn't. If The Rock just debuted and came out, what's everybody gonna do? cheer. How would you get people to boo The Rock if he wanted to be a heel? You can't do it unless he did something stupid, crazy, egregious, and this is what it was. This was so egregious that this turned The Rock heel, so now we can't have old school Hollywood heel Rock.
He just needs to come out to that Hollywood theme with the helicopter that and then just a heavy bass line.
To get to a heel Rock, this is what you needed to do.
See, I think
I love it.
I think there's a growing group of people that are tired of The Rock.
Yeah,
because he's in every movie. He's on everything.
He killed DC with Black Adam trying to take it over.
I personally, I'm tired of The Rock.
Okay.
Like what he's doing, his heel stuff has been entertaining, but whenever he came out and Cody let him go in, I was just like,
right, because he was stale as a babyface.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I just like I like The Rock. Love The Rock. Always have. But like I don't want to see it.
Yeah. But a heel Rock, way more interesting.
Yeah.
I would say. This version of The Rock, way more interesting. So yeah. If this is what it took for us to get worked, I'm fine with it.
Any opinion about Scott D'Amore getting fired from TNA?
Man. I don't get it. I mean, corporate bullshit, I guess, that they were trying to.
They're saying that he was going to
move down.
He wanted to buy the company a couple of years ago.
He was pushing for the company to invest more money so they can get more talent
right now.
And the company was like, nah, we're actually trying to save money.
Yeah.
And so Scott made a play to try to buy the company. All that stuff from the behind the scenes aside, it just guts me a little bit because right after that match that we have on our match of the year list with Ospreay and Josh Alexander, Scott D'Amore basically put his heart on his sleeve and told everyone his opinions of how much he's been trying to give himself into TNA to make it come back, and it's back from like almost like 1,000 deaths.
There's a petition to get him rehired. I don't know how many signatures.
And then there's like 6 or 7 different wrestlers that put like hourglasses on their Twitter timeline. And then the next morning, hey, Sports Illustrated breaking news: TNA has decided to extend to exercise their option to extend Josh Alexander's contract because he was out injured. And so TNA wanted to recoup that time. So Josh was like, I'm going to leave. TNA's like, nah, we got you.
Well, was it somebody on Twitter say that they just took that hourglass and flipped it around?
It's just consistently spinning.
Shit, man.
It sucks. It's definitely a blow.
Yeah. Especially when you could see his passion and you could see the fruit of his passion. Yeah. Right? Like he really... in this short amount of time, like maybe in like a year or so, started to get TNA to the point where all of us here were like, fuck, we need to start watching TNA again. This matches, they have some really good matches. They have some stuff that's good. And then, like you said, oh man, TNA came back from the dead for the 1,000th time. But what this feels like is, I'm back from the dead. Fuck.
It's the scary movie where it's the last jump, scare jump. It's like, oh, we killed him. Shit, we killed him again.
Damn, let's kill it again. Yeah.
I mean, if I had Tony Khan's money, and I'd be like, hey man, you want to come work for me? Like, I'll pay you way more than what TNA would ever pay you, and help me book this fucking show.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that could happen if Scott D'Amore was like, all right, Tony, I'll come work for you. Stay the fuck out of my way. Tony's not going to stay out of the way, I don't think. I mean, he might relinquish some control, but Tony's always going to be like, hey, what about this idea? Live, tonight, here.
A trios match.
Yeah.
With another trios match.
Yeah. And then he just hugs D'Amore.
Tomorrow, No Surrender rematch. Moose against Alex Shelley for the men's world title. Jordan Grace against Giselle Shaw for the women's title.
Yeah.
Chris Sabin defends the X Division title against Mustafa Ali.
That sounds bananas.
Have you seen how Ali looks?
Yeah, man, he looks good, dude.
Jacked.
Yeah.
I don't on Impact. His like he's like running for like presidency type
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
and so he'll like sponsor matches, and so it'd be like this match is
Sponsored
But,
by
yeah,
Mustafa
yeah,
Ali
yeah.
for 2024.
Yeah.
That reminds me. I'm sorry, just gonna go back just a little bit. Whenever The Rock came out and did his heel thing on SmackDown, I was like, I guess he's not running for president anymore. He's talking shit about a whole state. He's not gonna win that state.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm sorry.
Have you forgotten how much shit Trump talks about? And he made it.
Yeah. I
One
guess
out
so.
of two ain't bad.
Yeah, I know, right?
apparently.
Apparently, you don't need the votes from Utah to be a
He
fucking.
didn't get the popular vote. He still won it. Rank them. What do you want to see? What are you excited to see? The
Live.
debut of Okada in AEW, the debut of Mercedes Moné in AEW, or the return of Will Ospreay in AEW?
Ospreay, Monet, Okada.
Ospreay, Okada, Moné.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd go. Yeah, I'm the same as you.
Okay.
I don't really care about Sasha
All right.
Monet.
I'm indifferent
Martina.
about Sasha. So it's a couple things. I'm indifferent about Sasha, but one superstar signing does not make the entire division better. And for an example of that, watch Deonna Purrazzo versus Madison Rain from last night's episode and tell me that Sasha is going to fit in with matches like that.
Yeah. We all know Deonna Purrazzo is good. We all know that Madison Rain at one point in time is good. She's a fucking trainer now too, so she should still be good. But oh man, there's some.
That was the move of the night. They
Yeah.
showed it like
It was
3
the move of
times.
the night. It was the sponsored move of the night. Almost breaking her neck.
Yeah, that like concussion.
When her arm was limp and went like that, and the ref was like, "Oh no, she's fine. Drop her again. Drop her."
Purrazzo pulled her.
Yeah.
Was about to hit her with something. She's like, "Nah, I'm gonna just roll you over and give you an ankle lock."
Yeah.
you just blah, blah, blah. Yeah, man.
Okay, so
I don't want to see Sasha get hurt so bad in the first 3 months because her opponents are not at the caliber of knowledge or reps or experience
She went to the
or
wrong
problem
company.
solving that Sasha is.
She went to the
And-
wrong company.
that's like making the Owens pile driver on Stone Cold the move of the night. Yeah.
Yeah.
She has the just as much opportunity to end up like CM Punk in the sense that he got hurt so many times in such a short amount of time that it's hard to gauge the impact CM Punk had on his run in AEW because of it. And
Fair.
And I don't want that to happen with Sasha.
I have a question for y'all. Do you think Sasha can carry a match with somebody who's less inexperienced?
I don't think so.
Like, 'cause
Okay.
if you think about it, like I haven't seen her in Japan. Like I haven't seen what her matches are like.
She only had like 2 matches, 1 match.
But like
2 or 3,
like
yeah.
her WWE stuff, like she was wrestling with the best that we
Becky,
have.
Charlotte.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bailey, all these wrestlers who are quality wrestlers, but like AEW don't have that. They have a handful of decent ones, but like not at the level of what.
They have.
Can she carry a match with somebody like that? Like last night, we saw a whole bunch of like, grab my hand. No, I'm standing
Spots,
here. No,
swipes,
like turn here. Yeah, like, a lot of-
hesitation. Botches.
yeah.
Main
Are you
event.
are you gonna? Can Sasha be like,
Improvise.
if you don't grab me, I'm fucking elbowing you or something?
yeah.
Can she do that? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Sasha doesn't. Mercedes, Monet, whatever we're calling her, she doesn't strike me as a very giving opponent in the ring, right? I see her as being a more
Spotlight stealer.
yeah, like a spotlight stealer. Like I don't see her making other people and leading other people to look good. I think that she makes herself look good and she's being made to look good by others. I don't think she makes other people, which if you're going to be that mega superstar to come into AEW in the division that's a little a little on the lighter side, you gotta be that girl to raise up the other folks in your division to bring them up to your level. And I don't see her as the type of person that brings people up to her level. Yeah. I'm sorry, Arnold. Arnold says there's no Mercedes slander in this chat. No, sorry, there is. But I'm just trying to be real. I'm just trying to be truthful. I don't think
maybe if you were here,
that
things
kind
would
of
have changed.
I just don't think she's that kind of wrestler.
The other problem is that there's too few women spread too thin across 3 shows and 2 brands.
He said, I'm sorry. He said, I see your point, and I raised you Bianca at Mania. She carried her when she was still kind of green. So do you think Sasha carried Bianca?
No.
Even
no.
You don't think
I can believe that Sasha called the match because she's the one with the most experience, but Bianca knows how to hold her own.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, oh my God, Sasha made Bianca a star. Bianca was a star before she got in the ring with Sasha. Otherwise, she wouldn't have been in the main event of fucking WrestleMania.
A green Bianca is still 1,000 times better than the majority of
the Madison Rain.
The Madison Rain.
There's 5 or 6 people tops that can make a solid women's division for AEW if Ring of Honor was dead. Athena.
Yep.
Toni Storm.
Yeah.
Statlander.
Mm-hmm.
I put Nyla in there as
I would say
beast,
Nyla too.
You know, the beast, like
there's a spot for Nyla.
Experience wise, I would have a dark horse as Mercedes Martinez
and Professor.
And Serena Deeb.
Yeah,
that's
Serena
it.
Deeb.
Those are the 6 girls.
Arnold just said Deeb.
Where's Britt Baker?
She's been injured, right?
She's injured. And
what about Ruby?
I would say fucking Hater. When she comes back, Britt Baker, I think she kind of.
What about Ruby?
Maybe.
Saraya, no.
Saraya's good as a manager.
Purrazzo, I think, would be better if she had women that were more experienced. So I would add Purrazzo there. Sky Blue still needs seasoning. I love the character of fucking
Willow
of Hart, Julia Hart.
Okay,
but
she needs.
But in the ring, she's a great character. Mm-hmm. But as far as wrestling, no.
What about Willow?
I would probably have Willow as a reserve.
Like
yeah,
as a reserve. But she's also a girl that I don't think she has as much experience as a Serena Deeb, as a Toni Storm, as a Mercedes Moné. I would even say as a Dina Martinez, Diana Purrazzo.
I think we said this last time we recorded, but I think NXT's women's roster is better than AEW's, and they got a whole bunch.
And the fact that the people that they're replacing now, that the new girls on NXT, fuck, bro.
Yeah. And they're just straight out of college into the training, and then that's it. Like you want to talk about like experience? None of those girls have experience.
Dude, Lash Legend was fucking killer last
every
Tuesday.
Week.
Just
a
twice.
New girl shows up, and we're just like, "Who is that?"
And they all wind up being awesome.
Yeah. I mean, they're pumping out.
With the Spider-Gwen outfit? The Spider-Gwen little thing. Yeah.
It's pretty crazy the amount of.
Fallon Henley's winning me over a lot too. The cowgirl chick that was with Henley and Jensen. Briggs and Jensen. Yeah.
I put their roster over.
Okada and Ospreay and AEW, they kill themselves with the rest of the guys. But Sasha,
3 months, 6 months, they'll be
Sasha
wrestling in trios matches.
Melo's girlfriend, Kalani Jordan.
Yeah, Kalani Jordan.
That's Melo's.
Nice, good for him.
That's a good combo. That's a Montez and Bianca combo. If she gets up to that level, that could be the TV show whenever.
Yeah,
whenever they move
season
on.
2 of Love and WWE with new people. Every season's a new couple.
A new couple.
Yeah. There is not enough quality seasoned female talent to make Sasha's addition, no pun intended, impactful.
Okay.
And I don't.
Well, I mean, if you want to continue along the path of drawing the parallels with CM Punk, I think Punk was that person that like, oh, this is a super big mega star, put them in, but he doesn't necessarily make other folks, right? Mm-hmm. But you bring in Christian, who's a tier below the CM Punks and the edges of the world, right? You put him in there, and it's like almost like he has something to prove. that he's not like, I am the star, you're going to cater to me. It's like, hey, I'm a star, but I have more to prove. So what does he do?
Becomes
He
the
reinvents
star.
himself and he makes a
Yeah.
star, and he puts on all these fucking banger matches, and he has like this new persona, and now he's got this whole fucking crew with him.
Bro,
It
the
makes-
patriarchy promo
Yeah.
last
That
night on
t-shirt was
Garcia.
so good.
Yeah.
Dude, so apparently he gave out an address during the promo.
Yeah. Of where-
Fans assumed it was Daniel Garcia's
Like
parents'
home
house.
address. Yeah.
It wound up being the cemetery where his dad is buried.
Oh damn, that's fucking
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah. But that's totally in line with Christian's character, which
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
it
yeah.
all the more believable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Big
is-
business in 2 weeks.
Arnold says this is the best Christian I've ever seen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably because you didn't watch
See,
Christian Cage in
for
TNA.
real.
Oh fuck, that
I
was,
was a peep.
yeah. That was
Yeah, that was
with the
all
little
right.
condom
Peeps.
jacket.
Yeah.
That was some good stuff, man. When he was on top of the world in TNA,
I
fuck.
would have, you know what? I know they flirted with the idea because Christian beat Kenny Omega for the Impact World title, so he tried to went back to Impact and raise its prominence a little bit, and I think he did all right there. And no shade to Kenny, that run where he was collecting all the belts, I think that gave Impact some exposure also. I wouldn't mind seeing Christian going up against Joe or Hangman or Swerve or someone in the summer before All In and All Out and do a world title feud. I think he's
Yeah.
ready for it.
I mean, we
It
had,
sucks that they just, oh, hi, Edge is here. Let's just give Edge all the attention. Nah, Christian's
he's hurt, right? Edge is hurt. Kayfabe.
kayfabe hurt. Yeah.
I mean, we saw Christian and Joe in Impact or TNA back in the day.
Yeah,
It was
that was
entertaining.
good.
So
Yeah.
I'd be curious to see how they work now, like, 20 years later or 15 years later. So
This Saturday,
Saturday.
who's getting up at 4 a.m. to watch Elimination Chamber live?
Or
I am not.
who's staying awake until
It's all about perspective.
Yeah.
I am not.
We could go drinking.
I am going drinking. You can't stay awake.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, you.
The motivation's right. I stayed awake through Miami a couple weekends ago. I didn't sleep at all. Ended up at the casino.
Yeah, but that's because you didn't have anywhere to sleep. You.
Not the car.
Some of us need our beauty sleep. Some of us more than others.
Even the ugly ones. Even the ugly ones need the beauty sleep. Finn Balor and Damian Priest against Purple Dynamo Kid for the undisputed WWE Tag Team titles. Anticipation level.
Yeah.
As I go grab another drink. Anybody need a?
I'll take a water, but wait, who is it? What's the tag team? What tag team is it?
Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate.
Oh,
Dun-
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
Dunn and Bates.
You already forgot, bro.
Yeah. I kind of like this. I'll say an 8. I'll say an 8. Tag team championship. I like both of the teams. I think it's gonna be good.
I'm glad it's Pete Dunne and not Butch.
Yeah.
I'm Butch.
Butch.
Oh, what about Butch?
What I mean,
I'm at on paper. I'm at an 8. It'll be a great match. I mean,
Yeah.
all our road to WrestleMania, I'm pretty sure, is leading to R-Truth and The Miz against Balor and Priest for the tag titles.
Okay.
So that R-Truth gets his moment.
And that way Priest is occupied so he doesn't have to cash in, or that's what they want you
Or
to
that's
think.
what they want you to think.
Yeah.
But in
yeah.
the meantime, I will gladly accept Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate against Finn Balor, Damian Priest.
yeah.
I'm at an 8.
Don't
I've
you
got-
mean Finn
I've got
Balor
Judgment
and
Day
Damian Priest?
Well,
He's-
Saying your money in the bank.
eh.
Dinero en el banco. What's your number, Scott?
Yeah, I'd say about an 8.
An
It
8?
sounds entertaining. I like
Okay.
all
I've got
those guys.
Judgment Day winning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got Judgment Day winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A match that would have fit quite well that I forgot to mention on our
Mhm.
match of the week candidates
Oh.
because of travel issues, obviously. Gunther versus fucking Jey Uso for the Intercontinental title.
Oh yeah.
Wax. That was good.
It was good.
Really good.
Yeah.
I like those guys.
What was the finish again?
Gunther beat
He
the
did
shit
this.
out of
He
him.
did the splash, and then Jimmy rang the bell.
That's right. It was
Count.
Jimmy. I know there were shenanigans. I couldn't
And then
remember
he
what the
tried to do the
shenanigans
splash
were.
again, and then he
Gunther put his knees up
his
and
knees
rolled him
up,
up.
and then
Yeah,
rolled
yeah,
him.
yeah. That's right. Yeah, I was like,
Is it too soon for them two to fight at Mania?
No.
The Usos? because it's kind of like
They teased it in the
what they're-
Rumble.
It's what they had the Rumble spot. Now you just cost him. He's cost him
Intercontinental
the
title.
tag belts.
Let's start with SummerSlam. He
And-
cost him the world title at SummerSlam.
Yeah, and they had the thing in the Rumble, and the tag belts, and now the Intercontinental. It's like
Mhm.
Yeah, Jimmy versus Joe before.
if that's an opener for Mania night 1.
Yeah.
that could be a banger.
Yeah, that could. But that's not what it is at Chamber. What is it at Chamber?
Nothing, because they can't travel.
Ah, damn it.
That's why I wanted to
Oh,
mention it now.
Okay.
Mommy against Nia Jax for the Women's World
Oh.
Championship. I'm assuming this is the co-main event because it's at Rhea's backyard-ish. They are in Perth for
Yeah.
this show.
Yeah. Since it is in Rhea's backyard, I think this is going to be like just a nice showcase for Rhea. And I don't think that Nia's going to win this, even though they've really tried to build her up in the last couple of
Yeah.
months. But there's just too much working against this. There's no way Mommy's losing going into Mania. There's no way Mommy's losing in Australia. Although, yeah, I get it. You lose in your hometown, but not
Even
not
most
with
of the
this.
fact that pretty much they've
Not with
already
this.
confirmed that it's going to be Becky
Yeah, so no,
and Mommy at the Mania.
yeah, Rhea's winning this, and it's against Nia. So I'm at a 7.
I'm at a 7 also.
Yeah, maybe a 6.
Okay,
I'm curious. I'm just Nia's rough, man. Like some of her stuff that she does and some of her matches, I'm just like, man.
yeah.
And I'm worried about
Someone getting hurt.
Yeah, I'm worried about Mama being hurt before Mania.
I want to go back just a little bit. Arnold saying that the Usos got to face off 1-on-1 at Mania. Last year, they both said in an interview with Ariel that they wanted to face off at Mania before they even split up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, speaking of that, I think Sammy is going to cost KO the Chamber, and heel turn is on his way facing KO at Mania. KO actually said the same thing to Ariel in a different interview before Mania last year. But man, KO versus Sammy again?
That's my
Nah.
first.
I mean, fight forever, but fuck, they've already fought forever. This would be more than forever. How many times have we seen KO versus Sammy?
There is still the ongoing feud of KO versus Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
Voila.
And I would like to think that for Mania to have them on the card, the only partner that can help Kevin Owens is his best friend, and they reunite again at Mania.
Oh,
You still, for the casuals, they still have the memory of KO and Sami Zayn main eventing night 1 last year and winning the belts. So it would be kind of idiotic to have Kevin Owens team against someone other than him at WrestleMania against the two biggest rivals in Kevin Owens right now.
When are we getting Sammy and Nakamura?
Oh, that'd be
Uh,
It's
good.
not having it the pay-per-view, right?
At
No.
Chamber? No?
So then
No.
that's probably going to be Mania. They've been feuding for.
Yeah, maybe.
They've been cutting
Or a couple
promos
of
and beating
weeks.
each other for the past 2
That's
weeks.
a Raw match, though. I feel like that's going to be
Really?
a Raw match. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a WrestleMania.
That's so
match.
sad for Nakamura, man.
He's happy surfing
What-
and getting paid to surf, and
What I think would be cool for Mania for KO and Sammy, maybe not this Mania, but maybe the next year, we gotta have a redo of Benoit and Eddie. You know, that where one won the Raw title, one won the SmackDown title. At the end of the night, they're hugging each other because they're best friends, and they both won their respective championships, and there's confetti and all this and that. Redo that with KO and Sammy.
It ain't happening.
Have one of them win a title on night 1, have the other one win a title on night 2. Big celebration. The best friends.
Sammy hit that spot. That's the highest Sammy's ever going to be is
Eh.
Montreal
Elimination
Election
Chamber.
Chamber a year ago.
Arnold
Look at where
says.
he's at now from a year ago.
Arnold says Sammy lost to Nakamura last week.
That was it. There you
Oh,
go.
there you go. All right.
Yeah, but then he cut a promo on him on Monday.
Did he?
Yeah.
Speaking of the devil,
All right.
the Grayson Waller effect live in his hometown, in his home country of Australia. He is interviewing both Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Where do you think this is going?
Well, I thought that this was going in the direction of what we were going to see at this pay-per-view was Rock and Roman versus Seth and
Yeah.
Cody. But instead we're getting a Grayson Waller interview. Yeah, I'm a little confused here. Are we postponing that for something in
Or
between?
night 1 of Mania
Or-
is the tag
yeah,
match, and night
maybe.
2 are the title matches?
I don't know, man. Like,
unless you're getting
You can have both the women's title matches in night 1, and the
Yeah.
main event would be Rock and Roman
But-
against Cody and Steph. And then night 2, all the guys will defend their titles.
But if the tease is Rock is going to turn on Roman, do you really want? Well, when do you actually team Roman and Rock together? If
Night 1, the Rock beats Cody clean. Night 1 to prove that the Rock is on Roman's side and is softening up Cody for Roman. Just for night 2, the Rock be like,
okay, so you don't think it'd be a tag team match with those two then?
Yeah.
because
no,
night
yeah,
one-
but Cody's getting pinned night 1.
oh,
night
in
one-
the tag match.
night
So
1,
you're gonna
Cody
have,
and-
but then you're gonna have Seth in as Cody's partner tied up in this match. No, if you're gonna have Seth tied up in this match, that match has to happen at Chamber. Yeah, it does, because you can't have the WWE champion not defending his title on either one of the nights of
Yeah,
WrestleMania
you can.
and being in the
I
tag
mean,
team.
But the only reason I say you can is because Rollins isn't 100%.
So you're suggesting Roman, Cody, and Seth all pull double duty at Mania weekend?
and Rock, yeah.
Rock's-
Not technically,
Rock-
Rock's not wrestling.
Well,
but
yeah,
yeah.
he'll be doing one
Yeah.
duty, but goddamn, no,
Yeah,
I don't think.
I
Rock
don't.
doing-
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, because Rollins can't have a full match by himself, it would make sense for him to have a tag match on the first night,
So
or just a tag
here's
match.
here's the one thing that we all have to get accustomed to.
Okay.
This is the new WWE.
Mm-hmm.
This is under Endeavor and TKO. There's a reason. There's reasons why certain things are happening. For example, there's a reason why a UFC fighter is challenging another UFC fighter in the middle of WWE Raw.
They're doing a joint.
They're doing whatever they can to maximize
Wait,
every
that happened?
opportunity. Yes.
Yeah, like on
Yeah, somebody
Oh.
challenged Conor McGregor.
Chandler.
Chandler, he's been trying to get this fight with McGregor for years, and McGregor's just been like brushing him off.
When I came home, I put it on and I let my dog out, and I 100% heard that they're doing a joint event together.
In Anaheim, WWE and
So it's
UFC.
UFC and WWE.
What?
And it was like a big deal. They signed it that day on Monday. They signed it in wherever they were, probably Philly, wherever they were.
Are they going to have an octagon next to a squared circle?
That's what I was
Is
like.
that what they're going to do?
And then I went outside. When I came back inside, this guy was yelling about Conor McGregor on Raw, and I was like, and in our group chat, I was like, so we're getting a joint event.
Yeah. So
Maybe
if
someone
you
could-
want,
maybe
if you want to
somebody could-
maximize both nights of WrestleMania,
Abel
you
needs to watch
have-
wrestling. That's like the 5th time he said that happened.
you want to maximize both nights of WrestleMania, you have as many stars as you can, if possible, on both shows. So the first night is the tag match with all 4 of your heavy hitters, and then the second night is your title matches. And you have Rollins wrestling twice. You have Cody wrestling twice. You have Roman wrestling twice.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't the first. I mean, I know it feels sacrilege because it's WrestleMania. But how many pay-per-views did Steve Austin defend the belt and then the next night he wrestled again? So it's not
That's two different. Mania is 2 nights though. That's different.
So you can have stars wrestle twice. It's Mania. So
Yeah, but
it's a different company.
We
so
never had Austin wrestle 2 Manias in the same
he's never
weekend.
had the chance to.
Exactly. So
He wrestled
You can't
King of the
compare.
Ring on a Sunday, lost the belt. The next night had the rematch, won the belt back. He wrestled back to back 2 nights in a row. Doesn't matter what the event was. He wrestled 2 nights in a row. So there's no shame in someone wrestling both nights of WrestleMania.
no, we're not.
It's happened.
So we are dealing very heavily in the hypotheticals here
Yes.
because we're talking about something
But
that
just-
might not
yeah.
even happen
So just remember,
for a pay-per-view that we're not previewing yet.
keep it.
We're previewing Chamber, not Mania.
But even then, like
Yeah.
this is new. We're having a talk show segment on a pay-per-view overseas that's gonna tease something from Mania. Why else would
Something.
you have Cody and Seth doing an interview segment
Yeah.
on a pay-per-view other
Yeah.
than promoting some kind of tag match for
Well,
some
because
show in the
they're
future?
both not on the show.
Yeah, Cody and Seth are both not wrestling.
Yeah,
On
that's
Chamber.
why they're on a talk show because they have
You still want to see them.
they have the 2 most entertaining songs for an entrance, right?
Daniel Bryan wrestled twice at WrestleMania 30.
Yeah,
Bret Hart wrestled twice
Yeah.
at WrestleMania 10.
yeah,
Lex Luger wrestled twice at WrestleMania 10.
yeah.
Or Yoko did.
I understand that, but
Yeah.
we're talking about WrestleMania 30, then WrestleMania 10, And we're just talking about one guy or two guys. We're not
Yeah.
talking about your top 3
And it's one-
people.
Yeah, well, it's WrestleMania 40, so you get
But
more people.
we're saying, but like, it's never mind.
And so did Yoko at
Yeah.
WrestleMania 9.
So I'm
technically.
gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out on a limb because I want to watch the world burn.
Okay.
Damian Priest cashes in and takes the belt from fucking Seth at Elimination Chamber.
At
In that-
Chamber.
in that promo. It's
At
so
the Grayson Waller
it's
effect.
so stupid. I cannot believe that if you have one champion that's on one leg, you're not going to take advantage of that and try to cash in a golden opportunity to become world champion. You cannot. I cannot suspend my disbelief enough. So at some point, Gimpy has to be vulnerable and gets beat. What other reason? You have
I don't see Cody and Seth brawling to soften up Seth enough for a cash in to happen.
He's got one leg. You don't need to beat him up. He's got one leg.
and there's 4 in the Judgment Day, technically 5 with Rhea. So, yeah. Well, 6, our truth. Depends what day of the week.
Our truth is not in the Judgment Day.
Yeah. This is the last believable opportunity for Damian Priest to actually cash in his briefcase without looking like a doofus.
this just goes back to the whole.
He
Debate-
needs to
debate-
cash in the briefcase at Elimination Chamber.
And then you're saying Priest goes into Mania as champ?
Yeah.
And then what? Just a rematch with him and Seth?
Who wins the chamber?
And then whoever wins his triple threat, whoever wins the chamber. So Priest,
Oh,
because right now in this entire Raw storyline, Drew has had beef with fucking Priest
everybody.
with Judgment Day.
'Cause I
He
prayed
was
for
with
that.
Team Judgment Day at War Games, yet he still fought Damian Priest because he wasn't pro Judgment Day. He was anti Jey Uso.
Yeah.
That's why he was with the heel team. So you
Could have
thread.
Priest versus Drew at Mania.
So
That's
you
not
could
what I
have
just said.
Yeah.
you could have Seth get his rematch at Mania and Drew get the match because he won the chamber and it's a triple threat.
Or I'll just raise you one.
Clone Seth and have 4 people.
Rollins isn't ready. Like he's still
That
he's
too.
still
Rollins
hurt.
isn't ready.
So one match as a tag match would be a lot better to do. So why doesn't he drop the belt and then he wrestles with in the tag match?
He just wrestles with Cody and that's it.
and we get Priest and Drew for the
because
title.
because it can't and it kind of goes into like
Who's the face with Priest and Drew? Is it Priest?
after
is it
elimination,
Drew?
after
Yeah,
Elimination
I don't know
Chamber,
about
Who's
that
the
one.
face?
if after
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber, everyone cheers Judgment Day because Mommy's in the team, by proxy, Priest will be the one that's
See,
like,
I'm not trying to sound like a hypocrite here because I'm okay with Swerve versus Joe, heel versus heel, but that's because it's AEW. You could get away. Well, no. Seriously, I feel like you could get away with heel versus heel stuff in AEW, not because they're lower quality, but because they give themselves the freedom to do that kind of stuff, and it's all right because it's for a more marquee audience. Whereas I don't think WWE could pull off a heel versus heel thing, especially for Wrestle fucking Mania.
Yeah.
you just need the 30-second promo to make Drew the anti-hero so he finally gets the moment he deserves in front of actual humans. Is that what this whole thing is about? Drew wants to have a title run because his original run was in front of nobody.
Yeah.
So why? So you
And
just
I
need
mean-
you just need that promo to make on him. Just need that 30-second promo to validate Drew's feelings and that he's just one step closer now that he's in the main event of WrestleMania against a guy that he's confident he can beat in Damian Priest. And you spend the next 3 or 4 weeks knocking out Finn, knocking out Dominic, knocking out McDonough, to leading up to Drew and Damian for the match. That match isn't going to be the main event of night 1 anyway. If you're going to do the fucking tag match with Cody and Seth against Rock and Roman,
It could open.
so it could open the
Sunday.
show, or it'll open Sunday, so you can have that match.
Okay, so bringing it back to Chamber, at Chamber, what's happening with this interview segment?
It's interview.
We're not even talking about a fucking match. We just spent 20 minutes talking about an interview segment.
Yes, interview segment. I don't know. I'm assuming that's what they're building
Okay.
towards, a tag match.
The way Rollins, so at first Rollins was like, "Fight me at Mania," but now it's not. It's like you need me, and like his belt is kind of went to
Third
the,
wheel.
It's went to the side. Like I'm the champ. You didn't pick me, but like, and a lot of people online are comparing them to like Marvel's like the Civil War, right? It's like Rock and Roman or Thanos, and it's like Captain America and Iron Man. They're like, we don't like each other, but like we're gonna be together. So it's like it's kind of like
Yeah, both of our
It's-
moms'
so, like,
names are Martha.
If how'd you know that name? Tell me. But yeah, so it's kind of like, so if Rollins didn't have the belt,
It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't change the storyline at all.
yeah,
The only reason Rollins is helping Cody is because Cody's daddy helped Seth in NXT and
and he's hurt.
FCW, and he has one leg.
Maybe there's an ulterior motive there. Maybe the ulterior motive is Seth is going to stab Cody in the back to help out his old friend Roman.
Tango. I don't remember that.
Sierra, Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta, Shield.
Yeah.
Damn, that brought back a memory.
That's it.
Becky, Naomi, Liv, Bianca, Tiffany Stratton, Raquel Rodriguez. 6 women, 1 chamber. Anticipation level.
9. I like me a good chamber
This wasn't
match.
yes or no. Anticipation level.
9.
Yeah, he
Okay.
said 9.
9.
Yeah.
I'm at anticipation levels of 9.
All right.
Yeah. This guy.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know who's going to win this.
It's obvious Becky's winning this. They've been building this up for months. The kickoff was Becky and fucking.
Has she won it? Has she won a chamber before?
She's never been in a chamber. This is her first one.
Yes.
It's
You
Becky.
sure?
Yeah, it's Becky, hands down. I'm at a 9, regardless of how obvious I think it's Becky. Would I like to be swerved? Hell yeah. Give me Rhea versus fucking Raquel Rodriguez because they're best friends for fucking years. And they have chemistry against each other. I wouldn't even do that. I've got $5 that says we get Nia versus Jade Cargill.
So this match is for
At
who?
Mania.
This match faces
Rhea or
Rhea.
Nia at Mania.
Okay, well,
That's
Rhea.
why Nia beat up everybody
Yeah,
on Raw.
because Nia thinks she's gonna win off of. Yeah, I
Good
don't
for
think
her.
so. Yeah, I don't know.
Here's some dumb
Okay.
WWE booking. Nia loses to Rhea, and then the chamber match happens, and Nia eats Liv alive, and Nia takes her spot in the chamber, and Nia wins again.
Eats Liv. Liv just came
She
back.
came back,
If
though.
anything,
Yeah.
my whole thing that I was saying, and I'm not sure, I think it could be Liv that wins.
Ugh.
No? Liv was on top of the world before she got injured and left. Everybody was cheering for her, wanted her to win, and then she did. And you know what? Now she's coming back.
That Liv Ronda stuff just made her look bad
It's because it was Rondo. It wasn't because it was Liv.
It didn't help.
by association. Yeah.
Uh,
Madison Rain looked like a goof. It didn't do anything to help fucking Perazo. Made Perazo look bad. It
okay.
just happens. I don't want to be that guy. You line up these women. Liv doesn't fit in this group of 6. I don't buy Liv winning. I think she's the first one eliminated. Watch her.
Arnold says Rhea versus Bianca would be amazing.
That would. That they could really tie up some bring back some loose ends. That one rumble that Rhea won. It was her and Bianca were the last 2, and they were both dangling from the rope. So you call that back.
You don't think it could be Bianca then?
I
mean, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing Bianca win it.
Okay.
Bianca versus Rhea is the match that we wanted like 2 years ago.
So then it's not a foregone conclusion who's winning this
The
match.
foregone conclusion is because they've been booking it for weeks. If it wasn't going to be Becky, then they should have never had Rhea come out and cut a promo at WrestleMania kickoff just to have Becky come out and not the rest of the contenders come out.
Yeah.
It was just Becky. So they made it.
I mean, they've been doing that even before that. They were doing promos back and forth and
Yeah.
Arnold
Rumble and stuff.
does bring up another good point to that argue against that, which is, yeah, but they're probably going to do Bianca versus Jade at Mania.
I wouldn't mind seeing Bianca versus Tiffany Stratton, dude. If
Okay.
you don't know, you go know. Tiffany Stratton, you don't fuck with that one.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind seeing Tiffany get a push at Mania also. But booking, from what I've seen on television, the story is dictating that Becky's obviously winning this.
Okay.
I would love to be proven wrong.
So
and
what's your number?
9?
Okay.
followed you.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You?
I'm about an 8. I got Becky
Nate?
winning.
I've got
Okay.
Becky winning. But other than Liv, I can literally buy
Yeah.
any of these women. I just don't see Liv
That's
having
funny because I'm buying Liv more than most of the other women besides Becky. I think it's Becky, Liv, Bianca, the rest.
Rhea versus Liv at SummerSlam, Rhea versus Liv at the Rumble, Rhea versus Liv at Survivor Series, I could see it. Rhea versus Liv at Mania? No. You have higher talent than Liv
But that's
to
not,
go against Rhea at
that's
Mania.
not even the main women's title match that we're talking about here. We're talking about the secondary. Oh God, it feels ugly saying that. But then we're talking about the secondary women's title match at Mania. The main women's title match was fucking Bailey. That's the story. That's the real big one for the women's titles. We're talking about the secondary one. So could it be Liv? Yeah, it could be Liv. Why? Because we got fucking Bailey and her story going on with the backstab of Damage Control.
The only reason I would say Liv is because one of the reasons is just the fact that, like, for every show that's happened where Rhea's defended the belt, she's kind of squashed most of the women. And I feel like she just squashed Liv.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think she squashed Liv already before.
To be honest, Rhea doesn't really.
WrestleMania is for your most popular people.
So maybe it could be Liv. I don't know.
Mania is for your most popular wrestlers that the casual audience will know. Who has been the most popular in the past 6 months?
Year.
Bianca.
Okay, I'll give you Bianca because she has a reality show.
But
who else?
Mommy.
No, in this 6 man.
Becky.
Where has Liv been in the months? There you
Gone.
go. That's why.
Yeah, but see, Becky,
she's not a Steve Austin coming back from injury. She's not a Cody Rhodes coming back from injury. She's not a Triple H coming back from injury. From the general audience, dude.
I don't know, man. They cheered for her.
That's what I'm trying to say. She was over before she left.
I don't know. I could
any other event but Mania, I would buy it.
I could
buy
that too. I'm on the fence. I could see
fine.
But I will say,
because I am arguing here for the person that has the third best odds.
Yeah.
Right.
I will say, Becky is boring.
Thank you.
She's boring, man.
She's
lost
stale
it.
To me.
Yeah, she's lost that oomph. She's lost it. Like, to me, watching her on show.
I hate to say this. She reminds me of Steve Austin.
What? How?
She should have never turned heel.
Even
okay.
She should have never turned heel. She came back from injury. Yeah. No one wanted to see Becky as a heel. Who wanted to see Steve Austin as a heel after WrestleMania 17?
Yeah.
Who?
No one.
Who? Had Steve Austin's career ever recovered since he became face again after the whole fucking WCW versus WWE? Did he ever recover from that? Becky has not recovered yet from her heel turn.
3 TV shows and a bunch of beers. So
overall, yes.
Yeah.
But in wrestling,
because it's Stone Cold. Yeah.
Wrestling television, his character never recovered from that heel turn.
Arnold said, "I loved heel Becky. I hated heel Austin." Portia says she was convincing and mourning her brother-in-law, her practical brother-in-law.
But did we want it though? That's
rewind to Arnold.
She was convalescing and mourning.
Heel Austin when he was with Triple H and being vindictive, or heel Austin leading Team WCW, ECW when he was a comedian going what?
Yeah.
What?
Or singing songs.
Heel Austin with Triple H was fucking badass.
Who's in the chat? Who's winning in the chat? Like, who's winning this?
Nobody said anything. Okay,
we need
y'all
answers.
in the chat.
But,
who's winning this match?
But has Becky recovered from her heel turn? Has she gotten more popular?
No, she has not.
That's my point.
She's not.
I could see why you think she's boring because she doesn't have that edge that she did when her nose got fucking broken and became a fucking star.
You know what did it for me was when she came out and she was like, I got my book, so read my book that's coming out in March. And I was like, nope. You're serious. You're trying to be mad. You're serious. And I think that she was actually talking about Rhea and fighting Rhea at Mania. And then she was like, by the way, you can get pre-order my book. And I was like, I don't care. I'm not reading I'm not doing it. Like,
what just popped into my mind when you said that? Why I'm not buying Adam Page.
Adam Page. Oh God. Okay, you really switched gears with us here. No, just before you get to that, Arnold said Becky's winning. Becky's getting the Charlotte treatment. Okay,
who do you want to win?
Do you think
Adam Page.
Do you think Hangman's
Hangman?
character was
Hangman?
vindicated after Swerve broke into his house and cut a promo on his baby? Did he actually try to kill him, or did he try to grab a microphone and cut a promo? Or did he try to cut more
He drank
promos?
the man's blood. He tried to kill him.
And he lost
Yeah,
his character.
because he sucks. That's why he lost.
He's not even a cowboy.
He damn near killed the man and still lost. That's why he sucks.
Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, L.A. Knight,
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley, Kevin Owens, Logan Paul.
Oh my
the
god,
men
there's so many in there.
get into the chamber. Anticipation level.
9. I think it's gonna be a fun ass match.
Logan Paul's gonna climb up that butthole and fall for the.
And
for the bottom.
I want to see how the big boys beat and
Go
wail
through it
on
again?
Logan Paul.
Who's in it? Go.
Orton, McIntyre, Knight, Lashley, Owens, Logan Paul. There's a lot of beef in there.
That's a lot of beef. I think that this might be more clear to me who's winning this than the women's match. It's Drew. Drew's winning this.
You know why?
Why?
Because I prayed for that.
And it came true.
That
Praise be.
it's a little obvious too. Yeah.
I wish okay.
I wish I didn't kill that fish.
If we're gonna go odds again, I think odds on favorite Drew,
McIntyre,
right?
Orton,
then Knight.
Knight.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'd put him
and
as
then the rest.
Logan's bottom because
Because he's got the U.S.
Yeah.
title. Lashley's not winning it.
it's Lashley. Like
Yeah. They pop in the main
KO.
event when they need
KO
to.
eliminates Paul. Paul goes back there somehow and gets Owens
Yeah.
eliminated, and they further their story.
Yeah.
KO and Logan Paul and Mania for their second
Again.
match with KO winning. He got screwed. He's got screwed at the Rumble.
6-man, Logan Paul and Austin and Waller against LA Knight, Sammy, and KO.
I'd be okay with that.
Or you got LA versus Logan Paul.
Now, if LA Knight won this, if LA Knight won the Chamber is going against Seth, or if LA Knight won this, it goes against Priest.
Yeah.
Both of those matches would be fucking
LA
awesome.
Knight on commentary. Hey, is Seth Rollins' middle name really freaking? Dummy.
Yeah.
I would love to be swerved if LA Knight wins this. Because, again, when you have that grassroots popularity, like a Liv Morgan in the women's division, if you don't strike when the iron's hot, it's going to come out bad. And at some point, if you don't do anything with LA Knight, you're going to miss it.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Knight against fucking Priest.
Yeah.
Or Knight versus Rollins. That'd be
Mhm.
fucking good. I'd be happy with it.
Yeah.
I'm picking McIntyre.
I'm picking McIntyre too.
I'm also picking McIntyre. But that's my boy.
Arnold and Randy in the group chat or in the live chat saying they're picking Drew. Arnold says is the best Drew we've ever gotten since 2020. I agree. In fact, I would say this is better than 2020 Drew. 2020 Drew was great.
2020 Drew?
Yeah,
2020
2020 Drew.
COVID Drew.
Yeah,
Yeah,
COVID
COVID
Drew. He was great. He was a baby face. He was
Yeah.
great. I really liked him. But this heel Drew, man, he's got an edge to him, and I kind of like it.
Is what I want. I've been wanting angry Drew for a long time.
Here,
and
so
Randy's like, oh, I agree with Arnold again.
so let's take a second to highlight the problem that looks like it's happening on both the brands. We're not supposed to like heel Drew. Why are we suddenly liking heel Drew and heel Swerve and heel Joe and heel all these people?
Because fuck CM Punk, that's why.
Was it you and I that had the conversation? Too many Iron Men, not enough Captain Americas?
Maybe. It sounds familiar. I don't know.
Where's the clear-cut babyface besides Cody? Is there more? Is that the only one
Jay.
The haircut babyface in this match?
in the roster?
Jay.
Orton and
Jay.
Jay and LA Knight and Cody.
Is that enough? Because right now we're fawning over all the heels with Edge.
There could be,
No pun intended.
you could probably go through a couple more.
I think when we were having this conversation, we were having it more about AEW. That
Yeah.
AEW doesn't have any top baby faces.
Clear-cut baby faces.
Yeah, especially now that MJF is gone. Because MJF, he was a heel who turned
Gone
face.
or
huh?
You said he's gone.
MJF is definitely an Iron Man. He can have his moments where he's an asshole.
I don't know if he's gone.
Yeah,
Gone. He's not on TV.
That's true.
You know, but aside from MJF, who you could argue was a tweener, there was no clear-cut babyface in the main event for AEW. Another reason why I think it'd be okay for a heel versus heel match to headline an AEW pay-per-view. But if we're going back to WWE, I think there's plenty of baby faces. There are more heels. To your point, more heels. Yeah.
Top baby faces.
Cody.
There's
Clear-cut baby faces.
There's probably
Cody.
There's
Yeah,
probably
it's Cody.
7 to 8.
Cody and his nuggets.
I'm not a nugget.
He should have a stable now. Cody and his Nuggets.
And it has
Sammy.
Sammy's a nugget.
Fucking big. Yeah, Sammy's one of the biggest nuggets. Yeah, he's a face. He's a top face.
It has to be a round number like 4 or 6. Cody and the Tendies. Cody and the Nuggies. 4 matches and an in-ring promo. That's Elimination Chamber in Perth.
We're flying all the way across the world for that.
A number for everything.
The whole shebang bang, I'm gonna give it about an 8. I really want to see it, but I'm not waking up at 4:00 in the morning. I'll watch it whenever I'm damn well good and ready to watch it. Probably Sunday evening. Probably.
Are you gonna try and stay away from spoilers?
I'm gonna try. We'll see how that works out. But I'm gonna try.
I'm gonna have to stay away from Facebook for a little bit.
So
I'm off Saturday, but I'm getting up early to buy some Hot Wheels.
Saturday
DX,
morning, right?
aka DIY, can be the Nuggies too.
They look like nuggies. So 4 a.m. Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our time, 4 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll be awake. By the time I wake up, the show will already have been over.
Yeah.
I might wake up for it, to be honest.
Isn't Arsenal playing at 3 a.m. Saturday that you're going to be up for? Then might as well.
I have to look at my schedule. I would say I'm also at an 8 for the show, but because it's in Perth and I've never we don't know what that crowd's going to be like.
That's another
I'm
thing.
putting it up to a 9 because I'm like if this show was in Lincoln, Nebraska, I'd be like, that's an 8. That's a good show, but it's like Puerto Rico and all the when they went to the UK last year or whatever it was, seeing an arena full of
rabid fans.
Was it Melbourne?
Yeah.
Was it Melbourne when they did Super Showdown and they went to Australia before? But I thought it was Melbourne. It wasn't Sydney. I was thinking it was Melbourne. I remember the crowd being pretty lit for that.
I have a Rangers game at 9 a.m. So
by then the show will be over.
Yeah, so I'll probably just stay up and then I'll go to sleep. And then I take a nap and then go to the Dynamo game.
Yeah.
Are you going to wear your purple kit?
I am.
All right.
Nice.
Okay, so the kit is the jersey, the shorts, and the socks. Grown men should never wear the full kit unless you're playing.
Unless you're sitting front row and there's an opportunity that you're living in a live action movie where you get big because everyone else is hurt.
Yeah. Me growing up, this is a top. That's what we call them.
Yeah.
So you can call them jerseys, but
I didn't know he was a top.
No comment.
What's wrong with being a bottom?
Nothing.
Yeah, let them do all the work.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
The world needs.
I got you 2 weeks times in a row.
You got me.
Anything else before we go? How was Surefire?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Episode 3 of Surefire Wrestling is on YouTube. So, go onto the YouTube and search Surefire Wrestling. We have the first 3 episodes already up and out. So far, we've been releasing 1 episode every week. These 3 episodes, I'm giving away the business here, were the episodes that we recorded in January. And then this past weekend, So February, I went back and we recorded another 3 episodes. So those are in the can. Those will come out in the next couple of weeks as well.
Recorded in early Texas.
So
it's okay to watch them late.
Yeah. Yeah, early Texas is out in the middle of nowhere, Central Texas. So it was quite the road trip. 5 hours there, 5 hours back. It was pretty cool. You okay over there? What the fuck, man? I'm over here trying to conduct business.
I'm trying not to laugh, but fuck, man. God damn, that one got me.
We got him too. But yeah, we had some really good stuff. It was really fun. It was awesome being commentary, being joined by Edson. I think is probably some of the best commentary work that I've done in this next set of tapings that are going to be coming out soon.
Can we give them a slight tease?
Okay, what?
Women's hardcore match.
Yes. There was a Brown County street fight, because that's where early Texas is in Brown County. There was a Brown County street fight with Ray Lynn versus Killer Kate. And fuck, that match was good.
You had me at Lego.
Yeah, there are some Legos that may have been involved. There's other weapons that were involved. It was very, very good.
Nunchucks made out of tampons?
Well, no, not that.
Steve Blackman special?
Shut the fuck up. But yeah, that will be in one of the later episodes that should be coming out here in the next few weeks. So yeah, stay tuned to that. And it was fun, man. It was good. And hopefully they are trying to secure a TV spot in local television up there in Central Texas. So the way that it's formatted for the YouTube is still like a TV format, but anybody anywhere is welcome to watch it.
You said it's a 5-hour drive, so when you say Central Texas, you're still saying Austin, San Antonio?
So north of Austin, still west of Dallas, so closer to Abilene. So yeah, closer to Abilene. Yeah, it's a ways. It's a ways, man. But yeah, there you go.
Bonus points for you. 5 hours each way.
Yeah, dude. It was cool. Now we're not sure when the next taping is going to be, because again, we're trying to figure out what we're going to do with the TV stuff and if we can, get it in sponsorship.
You're shopping all these pilots.
Yeah. Basically, these are the pilots. Yeah. But since we don't know when that is going to be, there is the other one that promotion that I'm still a part of, which is Riot Wrestling Federation. That's the one that's in Santa Fe that has kind of took over basically the UPW market. They are coming up in March. Make sure you get the tickets. I believe it's the second week of March on Saturday.
That's the 9th.
Is it the 9th?
That's a Saturday.
Well, then it's probably the next weekend, because I thought it was in the teens. I'm not sure
16?
though. Yeah, that sounds right. So get your tickets, head out to Santa Fe, Texas, come watch Riot Wrestling Federation, and I'll be out there. Yeah, I really hope to come out. Oh, really? Really, Arnold? You're gonna? Oh no, he says I really hope Bluey comes out. Bluey? Where? Bluey come out where?
Who's Bluey?
No, Bluey's the little dog on the
Disney
the Disney Channel thing. Yeah,
Disney Plus.
Yeah,
it's a dad thing.
Yeah, okay.
Any dad jokes we would make would just.
I don't know why you're bringing up Bluey when we're talking about wrestling, Arnold. I don't get it. I missed the thing. Anyways,
that's the
show. Adios, my friends. Keep it classy.
Did y'all see they dropped Brock and Vince from the video game?